Hey guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. It is a wonderful day. It is sunny where I am. I hope it's sunny where you are. Again, thank you so much for joining me. If you're a replay viewer, go ahead and share the broadcast. Or if you're here for the first time, put a one in the comments. Just want to show you some love, not trying to put you on the spot. But we want to know that you're here. So say hello so that I can say hello back to our live viewers. Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining us today. I'm so excited. I have a lovely guest with me. I'm going to let her introduce herself in just a moment. But we're here talking about the $1 million free women grant that you're able to apply for. Classes are going to be starting very soon. So, listen, I would not delay. If you missed the first round of certifications, it's okay because we're coming back with round two. But you need to sign up now. Go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com, www.blackequalwomenpay.com. Just scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So, again, welcome and thank you so much for joining us today. I am Tisha Marie Johnson. For those who do not know me, I am the creator of Your Love of a Lifetime, helping you manifest true and lasting love. And I'm excited to be here with this young lady. She decided to take a chance on her and she registered for the first round of certifications and she was in the relationship coaching certification. So we're going to be talking about that. But for now, I'm going to let her introduce herself. So Atiya, just tell them something about you, whatever you want the people to know.
Thank you. Great afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Tisha, for having me. It's an absolute honor and pleasure to be with you today. I am Atiya Stevenson. I am a certified life coach and a certified relationship coach, in which I'd like to call myself a love strategist because I believe we have to be prepared and positioned for what it is that we desire. I am the author of No Green Beans, a woman's guide to becoming the ultimate 5 course experience. And I am also, again, a certified life coach. And our mission here is to empower women to discover their worth, position their worth, and present their worth to real men who desire, pursue, and capture.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, let's just kind of start at the beginning. What made you even consider becoming a relationship coach?
Because everyone would come to me for relationship advice. First and foremost, and I'm going to be honest, everyone would come to me for relationship advice, and the advice that I would give them, it worked. And the main reason, most importantly, as I realized because of a lot of the things that I had been through, with regard to my relationships from the time that I was a young woman, as I kind of matriculated into womanhood, into adulthood, into discovering my worth. And I'm going to be honest, Tisha, I didn't always know it. And I think sometimes we like to show up like, like I'm not Beyonce. I didn't wake up like this. This was a process. This was a process of really knowing what it's like to be heartbroken, know what it's like to feel like leftovers when you've made someone, feeling like an option when you've made someone a priority. Going through a divorce, losing everything, rebuilding from ruins. And over the course of time, I started realizing, and as I began to really do introspection on myself, really went through transformational healing myself, I realized that it wasn't just something that was for me, because I'm a firm believer that one person's journey creates another's path. And so here it is that I
Awesome.
am.
Awesome. So, my story is a little similar in that I wasn't seeking this path.
Yeah,
I knew, because of my past experiences, the hurt and pain and the other
yeah,
things that
yeah.
I experienced in life, I said, well, okay, what is it, God, that you want me to do? And so
Yeah.
I started with a women's ministry, which I still have,
Mhm.
and it kind of blossomed from there. And
Okay.
then when I decided, I was following my coach. Shout out to the best coach on the planet,
Woo-hoo!
Danielle Winningham.
Woo-hoo!
She helped me shape the path that I've
Yeah.
been on for the last 4 years,
Yeah.
close to 4 years. So I never imagined, because
Yeah.
when you lose everything, and unfortunately I found myself in that place a couple
Mhm.
times. It can make you kind of jaded, and you begin to question yourself, like,
Yes.
okay, can I really do
Yes.
this? And I just had to hear the voices of the people who kept saying, we love what you're doing, we love
Yes.
how you are helping people heal. And it wasn't just men, it wasn't just women, there were men too. And so I was
Correct.
like, okay, this seems like it's more relationship than just healing from divorce. And
Yes.
so that's where we are today. So I'm excited because we're here to let the people know that no matter what your pain,
Yes.
you can turn that into profit.
Absolutely.
And it's going to take you being in a awesome community, and especially an awesome and amazing coach. I'm biased because look, this thing is working
Absolutely.
for me. So I understand, and I'm also a part of her leadership team, so I work behind the brand, and I know that it's real. you
Yeah.
know she ain't faking. When I joined her program initially, I saw her make six figures in
Yeah.
that particular launch, and that was
Yeah.
just one launch for the year. So,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you can make some money here. Okay, let me listen, and I stay, because
Mhm.
coaching is a lifetime. It's not a one-time event.
Yes.
So, that's what I want people to understand. Even if you have a business, okay, who's mentoring you?
Correct.
Who is the person that's taking you to the next level? Who's the person who can see what's inside of you, or, can look inside of your business structure and help you take it to the next level? So there's
Absolutely.
always a level of coaching
Yes.
that is available if you get out of your own way, I want to say, and seek it out. So what made you join this particular certification program?
Well, I knew that I had, so my book, right? No Green Beans, A Woman's Guide to Becoming the Ultimate Five-Course Experience. It is actually a tool to help women. Now, the book it was incubated for about 2 years. And what happened, Taisha, in total transparency, I believe true transformation is authenticity and transparency. And I am who I am today because of the things that I've went through. And so when the pandemic hit, actually, I had lost my job in corporate, right? And so I knew that, I was a part-time entrepreneur. I was doing a little things on the side, but I have to say it wasn't really real for me, Tisha. And when it became real for me was when I didn't have anything to lose. When it became real for me, when it was like, okay, I don't have a check coming in. I don't have a bi-weekly, anything coming in. And so I knew at that point that the greatest investment was inside of myself. And so I knew that I had to look within. I had three ideas actually. And when that happened, when I lost my job, God told me to do three things, Tisha. One was get right, finish the book. Another one was get my life coaching certification. And another one was get my relationship certification. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but you understand faith. I understand faith. And so I just kept moving. And as I kept moving, doors began to open. And so when I realized that I had to do this was when I really didn't have any other choice. And I said, it's real for me now. And that's when I just basically dove in. Comes a time in life where you just have to dive in. You can't think about it because you'll think yourself out of it. And so I realized that, definitely now was the time.
Awesome, awesome. So you guys, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Listen, if you haven't shared the broadcast, go ahead and share the broadcast. I'm here today with the lovely Miss Atiya Stevenson. She is a graduate of the inaugural Free Women certification program. And so we are gearing up for round two. And so we're interviewing some of the ladies that were a part of that. And so I'm so honored that she would come on my platform today and allow me to have a conversation with her. So, again, if you are looking for certification or and it doesn't have to be in the area of relationship, we're not mad, just do something for you. Take a chance on you. Take your skills, talents, and abilities to the next level by getting your certification. Go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com, and that information will be on the page along with some other goodies. There's some other goodies on that page that you need to get for free. So, again, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. So, two things you said that I want to talk about. The pandemic. Now, fortunately, I've been able to work from home, and that has opened a door for me to kind of get a feel of what it really looks like being an entrepreneur who
Yes,
doesn't go into a physical office. So that was a great thing for me. But I know a lot of people that really had a hard time. Now, I'm not talking about the tragic things that have happened because we know there have been a lot of things that happened since
of
this
course.
started in March. But just for the person who found themselves in a place where they're wondering what's next, or they should have been.
Yeah,
Some people lost their jobs, some people were laid off,
yeah.
some people didn't get paid in the interim and were depending on the different things to happen. So, in a situation where you have no choice, do you think for most people that's like the best place to be?
I do. I do. I think I do think it's the best places because we don't realize what's in us until we're really backed up against the wall and until we're
Yeah,
forced to do it. And all of us are different, Tisha. Some, may look and plan 5 years ahead and this is what I'm going to do. But not all of us have that confidence. Not all of us have that inner confidence.
yeah,
We're just different people. And so I know for me, when that happened, again, I did not have any choice. There comes a time in life where you have to sink or you have to swim. And I'm just not going to sink, and a lot of times, and I realized and another thing I realized, Tisha, that everywhere that I worked in corporate America, I was such an asset to the company, right?
yeah,
And so it was like, when I resigned, they hated to see me go. And, I was the one that really began to make things happen. And so I have a question for someone. How, if you can make that happen for someone else,
right.
right? And if you just put 25% of that energy, even start building if you are still working in corporate America, but you have your dreams. This is the time not to live in fear, but to actually just move out. Because, and I'm going to be honest, Tisha, that this relationship, the certified relationship coach, it popped up. I had started as a certified life coach and I had gotten that, and then I saw this amazing offer. Had never really knew of Coach Danielle. I mean, I've invested because I do believe in coaching. It's how you get to the next level because we always have to reach up, right?
Right,
always,
right.
always. And so I saw, Coach Danielle, and I remember her from a few years, and I saw her, but it wasn't, just wasn't the right time. And so I saw all of these amazing things, and I'm like, $1 million grant for women? What is this, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I looked more into it, and some would say, well, you're living in a pandemic, you don't even have a job. And these were the thoughts that were going through my mind when I saw, of course, it wasn't anywhere near, the investment wasn't anywhere near what it would be, and what the value that Coach
Right.
Danielle brings. But
Absolutely.
a lot of times we say, well, I can't afford to invest. But Tisha, I was at the place I couldn't afford not to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't afford not to, because at the end of the day, I knew that this was something that would be a game changer for me. And so I had a plan and I knew that this was right on time. It was perfectly aligned in the midst of a pandemic. And first, I'm like, who's giving away $1 million in grants in the middle of a pandemic?
Right.
Right there, I had to know more about not necessarily trying to get it, but who was this woman? Who was behind all of this that would care about people so much that in the middle of a pandemic, she's not giving you something, but helping you invest in yourself to see the value in yourself. And so I
Right.
thought it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So that's why from that point, I was basically sold. I really was.
Right. And she has such a giving heart.
Yes.
Just $1 million the first time is indicative, but to do it again,
Yeah.
okay, that's some serious stuff to want to
Yes.
give back because her mission is to help women become wealthy.
Yes.
And she has a similar story in terms of divorce and all of that and
Hmm.
how she had no choice but
Yes.
to be an entrepreneur, even though she was, a president at a major bank, but she
Mhm.
still went the extra mile for herself. And so I want you to know, and you said it so perfectly, if you give a certain amount of yourself to a company, to a job,
Yes.
how come you can't take that same skill, that
Yes.
same fortitude, that same tenacity, and give it to yourself and build a legacy for your family?
Absolutely.
So it's so important. And the other thing that you mentioned was having faith and then not even knowing how you were going to finance it because
Mhm.
you were without a job. So
Correct.
talk to the people about that.
Yes. And so that's just basically where I was. And a lot of times, I think fear, right? And I have to be honest, fear is a natural emotion. I don't really, care for dogs. If a big dog was to walk in right now and start barking, I would probably be fearful, right? Because it's a fearful situation. However, I feel like we can't allow fear to grip us and we stay in the same place if we have dreams and if we have passions in our heart. And then what begins to do, and I just made up in my mind, it's too much in me. I've understood, I've discovered my value, right? And so I understand that I have something to serve to the world. I understand that through my story. And so I realize that this is, there comes moments, Tisha, I just believe it. And I really believe the pandemic was one, that either, you can really see obscurity or you can really see this as the best year or the best time of your life if in fact you make it like that. And that's not to say it's going to be easy, right? But if you you have to get some grit on the inside that just says, I'm just not going to stop. I'm just going to do the magic three words, whatever it takes. And once you keep pushing, it has to break open. It's the gravity. Like what goes up must come down. If you keep walking, it has to happen.
Oh, that is good. It has to happen.
It has to
And you
happen.
you got to keep walking
Yes.
because if you look to the left, you look to the right,
Here
you
you go.
you even peek over your shoulder, it will make you retreat. It'll make you
It
shut
will.
down. It'll make
It will.
you go back to square one. And
It will.
so I really, my passion about sharing this with others is that I want, especially women. Now we there's always a smart brother in the bunch. So, it's open to men as
Yeah.
well. But I want some women who have been doing this, the side hustle for forever. I want some women to say, you know what, that job is not treating me right. Maybe I can start my own business. I want the women, and mind you, I understand direct sales, multi-level marketing, and all of that has its place. Been there, done that. I lived in a pink bubble for a
Yes.
while, had great success there. Okay. But when you do
Yes.
those things, you're empowering them, you're making them rich. I want some women to say, okay, wow, this is a vehicle for me because, again, it has its place. I'm going to also build something that's mine, build something with my
Yes.
name on it, build something
Yes.
that my family can have should something happen. And so,
Yes.
if that's you, if you are looking for a way, you said, "Oh, I don't, wanted to do something different in 2020." And even if you've given up on 2020, I'm here to tell you no, opportunities are still available. Go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com. Listen, apply, get your interview, and I'll see you at graduation. It's just that simple. Now, does it mean that there gonna be challenge? There won't be challenges in between. Yeah, there'll be challenges, but I want you for the lady that's listening, for the man that's listening, for that person that's listening, take some time tonight. You're here not by happenstance. You're here by divine appointment for one or two reasons. You're here because this opportunity is for you, or you're here because you know somebody who this opportunity is for. So either way, I need you to share the broadcast so that somebody can get this information and take advantage of the opportunity. Listen, if you don't want it, there's somebody who has been waiting on it. And so www.blackwomanequalpay.com. So Atiya, tell me how you're going to use this certification to take your already existing business to the next level.
Uh, First and foremost, I think credentialing. So our life experience, I believe that they both have to go together. While I'm not at like I'm totally for education, and but I think credentialing and experience have to go hand in hand. I think they have to collaborate in order to give the experience that is needed and necessary to people. And I know for me, uh, with my life experience, the majority of my life, and then actually going through the curriculum, that is necessary to be able to professionally, deal with people, knowing, understanding the aspect of the business side of it, because that's very, very important. Because we don't want to do bootleg. We don't want bootleg businesses, right? We're professional women. We want to show up like we're not only that we know what we're doing, but we don't want to show up, like we're someone from a corner store. No, like you said, multi-millionaire. When you talk about excellence, you know what I mean, and things like that. And so when you think about positioning yourself, all of those things, definitely are necessary. So I certainly choose to use this, of course, aligned with my manuscript. It's not just a manuscript. I'm not treating it as that. This is tools that will literally transform the lives of women. I have so many women. I see it every day, hear it every day. Of women that are heartbroken, and not only heartbroken, Tisha, but do not know how to move past the heartbreak, do
Yeah.
not know how to move past. And I've been there, when you really feel that thing in your bones. I get that. But the number one foundation, the foundational tool is self-discovery, right? And so I feel like this certification will definitely help. Definitely, it'll be aligned with my coaching program that I have not launched. I'm launching. I am doing. I have clients, of course, now, through referral and things of that nature. But I will be doing a whole course, coaching curriculum with my, product suite and things of that nature. So I'm really going to use this coaching certification to maximize everything that could be done to be able to serve, like you said, not just women, but men as well. I get a lot of questions from men. Men go through heartbreak too. Men, desire love as well. And things. Men have been used as well, and so it's not just for women, it's for men as well. So I definitely choose to use it to the max for sure.
Awesome, awesome. So, you guys were talking about the $1 million grant that is being sponsored by the Free Women Project, a nonprofit organization that was founded by my amazing business coach, Coach Danielle Winningham, the Reverend Dr. Danielle Winningham. And so we're talking to one of the first graduates of the inaugural class, Miss Atiya Stevenson. I'm so happy that she's here today. Listen, if you haven't shared the broadcast, please go ahead. Let me just say hi to some people. We got some people watching us. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Evangelist. Hey, Massima. Hey, Miss McMillan. Hey, Crystal. Thanks for joining, sis. I appreciate you. She's in the comments. She said, "We're not hustlers. We are owners of multi-billion plus dollar
Absolutely.
corporations." Yes, yes. Love it, love it, love it. And so, tell us how important it is to be around like-minded individuals
It's
and how
life.
that's okay.
It's life. It's oxygen. It's what you breathe. There's a saying that if you're the smartest person on your circle is too small. And I know for me, like I said earlier, I'm one that needs to reach up. And if you're trying to get somewhere, it's critical, it's needed and necessary. It's not an option. It has to become, it has to become urgent for you to get around not just like-minded people, but for you to be around where you want to go, because you need a roadmap. And I think coaching, and things of that nature is the roadmap, because you have someone that has gone through all the bumps, all the bruises, everything to prevent you from having to go through that. And so if I could sit under someone that is literally already at the place where I aspire to be, uh, and have already went through everything for me on my behalf, why not? It would almost be silly, not to. So I believe it's extremely important to be around like-minded people with regard to coaching, and also in community, because you do have those times, where, you know, um, you get those thoughts and things like that, and you need someone to keep you on track. Come on, sis, you can do it. Come on, let's cast down that mindset. No, you're retreating. I'm
Yeah.
not going to allow you to retreat. You are good. The world needs you. They have need of you. Keep going. I am proud of you. No, right? So all of those things are important in community. So also to reach up, but then also to reach out. So community is very, very important.
Awesome. Crystal said, always reaching because we are always being advanced. So that
Absolutely.
is amazing. So
Absolutely.
I'm not going to keep you here all night, but why don't you tell the people a little bit about your book, what inspired you to write it, and what you are hoping to achieve?
Awesome. So again, the title of the manuscript is No Green Beans, A Woman's Guide to Becoming the Ultimate Five-Course Experience. And the book is metaphorically written to depict the five-course dining experience. And the whole purpose of writing the book, Tisha, was just, again, what I've been through. But my heart really goes out. I have a passion for broken women. I really do, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like. And when you understand what something is like, it hits different.
Yes.
It literally hits different, and so it basically gives women the tools and experiences and encouragement that is necessary to really present yourself as the five-course dining experience that you were designed and created to be, and not a mere side of green beans. And the green beans is metaphoric to basically a sex. I believe that we are in an over sexualized age today. I believe that, the woman, not even the woman, a little girl, from yay high. You understand what I mean? How the woman is overly sexualized. But I really talk about, Tisha, it's one thing for someone else to over sexualize us, but it's a whole nother dynamic when we over sexualize ourselves.
Mm,
Right. And so basically, the book is about really showing women how to discover their value, to present themselves as the dimensional experience and not just sex. Because a lot of times we say all men want is sex. Well, I have to agree, some of them do. I've ran across a few, right?
well, yeah,
At the end of the day, Tisha, that's not all men really want.
right.
Men desire love, they desire loyalty, they
Yeah,
desire commitment. However, the way the man is built, we have to understand that a man, we really train men, and I don't mean in a demeaning way. Right. So you basically, it's up to you to be able to set the stage. And really, it's really talking about presenting all of who you are to get the man that you desire and that you deserve. Uh, and so basically, it'll be out really, really soon. It's currently in pre-order. And what I plan to do with that is just really use it as a transformational tool. It's not a quick read. I'm going to be honest, because when you're talking about transformational healing, it doesn't happen overnight. We're not selling any. This is not a 30-day, healing. No, it just
yeah,
does not happen that way. And I think
right.
do not serve people the way that they need to be served, because we give false expectations. Transformational healing takes years.
Yeah.
It takes years. Really, really quick. Before, when I got divorced, I didn't date anyone for five. It took me 5 years, Tisha, to basically go through my healing process, every level of it, because there's layers to it. So it's just basically giving women, that tool to basically show up, in the value that we need to be, so that we could really get the men that we really desire.
Awesome, awesome. I'm excited.
Yes,
Looking forward to that manuscript. And, definitely when you talk about transformational healing, it is a process, and people
yes.
don't want to do the work. They don't want to
Hmm.
go through the process, but they
Very
want the
true.
end result.
It's very, it's
It's
very true,
not
and
going
it
to
doesn't
happen.
work like that.
You
It
could,
doesn't.
yeah, okay. That's another
Another
show. We'll
story
have to
for
talk
another
about it
day.
another night. Yeah, yeah. But that's amazing. And we're going to put her information on the screen before we get out of here. So if you want to do a pre order with her, that information will be available for you in just a few minutes. But that is amazing, Atiya. I'm so proud of you.
Yes,
I'm excited, about your journey and, just the woman that you are and, the women, it takes a special person to have a heart for
yes,
helping women heal,
yes, yes,
helping broken women.
yes.
It, and it's not because you just feel like you're better than them or you've been in a position where your life has been perfect. No, it's
No,
usually because you've been down there with them. You
absolutely.
know what that pain feels like. You
Yes,
know the hurt. And
yes,
depending on how you are made up, some of us feel that pain
absolutely,
sometimes
absolutely,
in that moment of ministering. And so,
absolutely. Yes.
you just have a wonderful journey ahead of you. I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad that you were able to be a part of the program.
Yeah.
I yeah, I'm just so happy. And if you could leave the people with anything, what is it that you want them to know about this certification and about just what they should do for the rest of 2020?
If there was ever a time, if you've ever thought about anything, well, maybe I should, and if it really doesn't leave you, I really challenge you to really get annihilate the buts, annihilate the what ifs, because there's always going to be what ifs. What if it doesn't? But what if it does? Right? What if I don't have enough? But what if when you keep walking, that door opens like it did for me? And so I'm just here to tell you, and I'm here to encourage you. If there's anything that you've ever wanted to do, now is the time to do it. These are free resources for you. You really cannot beat that. Some of you have been praying, Lord, you know my situation, and if you just send it, well, He sends it now. But we also have a responsibility that we have to play as well. And so your responsibility is to contact them today and trust God to do the rest. Do your part and trust God to do the rest. Not trust God to do everything because He's just not going to do that. And so basically, this is the time. It's not only for relationships, it's for business. It's tons and tons of relationship certification. I mean, certifications that I didn't even know was a certification when I was reading them over. And so I'm saying that to say if you feel like, your niche is too small, no, they have a certification for it. Coach Danielle Winningham is one of, a trusted coach. And she, I mean, even her level of expertise, and things of that nature is subpar, is second to none. And you are really, really in good hands. And so I would really just encourage you to not think about it any longer. You thought about it long enough. Years has passed, right? Your mother wanted to do it, right? And if you don't do it, then you leave that burden to your children. So it's really time to just do it. Just do it. It's nothing else like Nike. Just and so, also for those, for my kings and priests, gems and jewels, yes, we all go through heartbreak. We all desire love. But my challenge for you today is to really take the time and get healed. My challenge for you today is not to medicate, not to self medicate, not to, just basically use other things as coping mechanisms. My challenge for you is to do the work, to take the courage, to discover the courage to conquer, to discover the courage to conquer. And you will see that anything that you desire is really at your fingertips, but it starts with you.
Oh, that's good. Discover the courage to conquer.
That's
Somebody
it.
should
You got to
put that
discover
in
it.
the comments. That should be your mantra for the week, for the
Yes,
rest of the month. Seriously, discover
yes,
the courage
yes.
to
I have
conquer,
a whole
and
course on that. Yeah,
you
discovering the courage to conquer.
you
Absolutely, it's
you
true.
truly can,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's about belief, and it's about
yeah,
being in action.
yes, yes, yes.
You're not gonna conquer anything sitting still,
Absolutely.
laying down, playing it safe.
That's
You've
right.
got to
Right.
do something, and why not do something for you?
That's right.
As a other areas of certification that you can take. But listen, go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com so you can see there's passion, there's spiritual life, business, real estate, publishing, exit coaching, health coaching, fear fighting, of course, relationship. Listen, there's an area for you. No matter what you desire to do, there's an area that can fit you. And if not, listen, we listen to the pleas of the people. So
Hmm.
if you have a demand for an area, you just need to let us know. But in the
Absolutely.
meantime, go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com and apply, schedule your appointment, and I'll see you at graduation. Don't worry about the in between. You
That's right.
know,
That's right.
just apply,
It'll
have your
work
interview, and
out.
I see your
Absolutely.
graduation. It'll work out.
And see it through. See it through for
And
sure.
see it through. You know,
True.
have some
Right.
tenacity. Don't give
True.
up on
Yes.
you. Don't give
Yes.
up on this year. This year is
Yes.
not over. As long as you're on this side of the ground,
Yes. Yes.
there's still an opportunity for you to achieve your goals or have your heart's desires, but you
Mm-hmm.
cannot give up. And certainly don't give up on you. So, Atiya, it has been a joy to have you here. I'm
You as
looking
well.
forward to it. I know that you're going to be on one of the shows this coming week, I believe it is, and so I'm excited. I think
Yes.
the night we're on the same night, so I'm excited
Awesome.
about that.
Yes.
So, again, you guys go to www.nogreenbeans.com so you can pre-order the book that she has created, and I'm sure it's going to be excellent. So, yeah, nothing else to do to it but to do it. Go ahead and
That's
do it.
it. That's it.
You all that have been here with us, thank you so much. My sister Crystal says, "Congratulations, Atiya."
Thank you,
Um,
Crystal.
I'm excited for this next coming upcoming class. We've been interviewing the ladies, and we got some
Awesome.
fireballs. They
Awesome.
are they
Awesome.
are ready. There are some
Awesome.
women, and there's no age on it. We have millennials, and we have older
Yeah.
women. We
Awesome.
interviewed somebody last night that is 60. She's like, I gotta do this,
That's right. That's
and I
right.
will understand that sentiment being 52 is like, no,
Yes.
now is the
Now is
time.
the time.
Now is the time. Oh my goodness, now is
Absolutely.
the time.
Now is
So again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm again honored that this lovely lady, Miss Atiya Stevenson, is here, and she was here sharing. And so go ahead, share the broadcast if you have not done so already. And if you're interested in one of the certifications, go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com. Listen, I will see you maybe later on tonight, but certainly I'll see you tomorrow. So in the meantime and in between time, have a great and awesome day or night. And love you guys much. See you
all right.
later.
Night. Bye bye.